The first question, which was asked several times, was relating to the water issue. How did you vote regarding the change in water rates? This was addressed to all incumbents. So we will start with the mayor candidates, and we'll start with the incumbent. Terry Yeaman, will you please address that question?
I voted in favor of the change to the utility rate.
Can we address Andrew Birdall, who was also on council?
I voted in favor of the change to the utility rate because the new system is more equitable and makes people more responsible with the water that they're actually using.
Cheryl Schaaf, would you like to, as an incumbent, please respond?
Yes, thank you. I voted in favor of the water rate, and the reason I voted in favor is because the provincial government has mandated that we have a water rate utility, okay? And what that means is we have to have cost recovery for our water. So the cost of producing water, transmission, and distribution has to be covered by our water rate. That is why you have a fixed meter rate of $10 and your variable rate of $1.54, I believe, or similar. And also, I want you to, how long do I have? A minute?
Just respond.
Okay. I also want to let you know that we have residential, commercial, industrial, and wholesale water rates. So when you hear we sell water to Knee Hill, Water Commission, and we sell water to Starland and Munson, that is at the wholesale water rate. And the reason we do that is because they have paid for the transmission line that comes into Drumheller, okay? So they get a break on it.
We do have a time limit? I've forgotten. Would you please remind me?
The question and answer period is 1 minute. Warning will be given after 40 seconds. So you have 20 seconds left.
So I have forgotten that, so I'm sorry, Cheryl. I guess we need to, again, look to the yellow card for our 20-second warning, and then our timer will ring a bell. Blaine McDonald, as an incumbent, would you like to address this issue?
Thank you so much. I voted in favor for the change to the utility rates. We spent many an hour investigating this. It was part of the town's priority and green strategies. The principle here is you pay for what you use. Prior to the utility rate model change, the situation was that our tax base, in other words, we were all subsidizing water anyway. So all we've done is move to you pay for what you use. And that's why I was in support of the utility rate model for water.
Thank you. The next question is also involving water rates. It's addressed to the mayor candidates, and the question is, why are we paying one of the highest rates in Alberta for water and sewer, and what are you planning on doing about it?
Okay. I don't believe we are paying one of the highest rates. There's been comparables done, and when you look at across the province, we're basically in the middle where our rates are. So as far as what we could do to reduce our costs, we have a lot of capacity left in our plant. Our plant was running at maybe about 40% capacity. We have an allotment. There's a lot of allotment left for us to take water out of the Red Deer, so we can sell more water. We have to go out and find partners and try to sell more water. By selling more water, we can reduce the costs, and we can also improve the quality of the water, because putting more water through the lines, less chemicals, and it'll eliminate most of the problems we're having right now. Thank you.
Sure.
The water rates that we pay in Drumheller, although we think they are high, I have recently been talking to some residents in Carbon and in Bicycle who have had $197 water bills. So we are, as Terry said, in the middle line on our rates with our water, and we need to increase our capacity to lower our costs for everyone.
Thank you. The next question involves water as well. What is the town planning to do to improve water quality? This was addressed to all candidates. I think we could start with Zirinka Mayoral, if you have anything to comment on that.
Sure, but I'm second on the line.
You know what, we're just going to start differently
this
this time.
Okay,
so,
sure.
yeah.
Up in the mountains, I ran a little water plant for the capacity was enough for about 1,500 people per weekend day. So I got a little bit of experience in that. The quality of water, this is unacceptable. We can refer to it as discoloration, but let's call spade a spade. It is the dirty water that we are getting down the lines. What I would do is I would get people that are looking after our water educated, make sure that they know their job. And if they don't know their job, after 3 years, it's time to find new people.
Tom, would you like to address that?
I would like to talk to the people that are actually delivering the water and find out what the reason for the dirty water is before I started looking to act somebody. Maybe it's infrastructure that needs to be looked after, in which case we'd have to budget to fix it. And that's what I would do.
Andrew Birdall, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Sure. Would you restate the question, please?
The question was, what is the town planning to do to improve water quality?
Council has invested or agreed to invest millions of dollars in the water system over the last 3 years, and that will continue. Part of the issue is the age of some of the pipes that we're replacing. Certainly downtown, they're in the neighborhood of 50 years old, and every time we dig new sections up, we disturb all sorts of nasty business. The main line from the water plant to our community is 37 years old, or thereabouts. And again, we need to investigate what the exact problem is before we can start declaring a solution. Well, certainly, everyone's concerned with water. It's precious and important. Thank you. It will continue to be an issue for the next 3 years.
Sandy Brown, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Well, to be honest with you, I really don't know. It's a tough question to answer for the simple reason is that he can talk about the pipes, and there's all kinds of possibilities in this. And I think you have to go to square one with the plant and take a look at what they're doing inside the plant and what's coming out. And then you can go from there.
Thank you. Jay, do you have anything to add?
Absolutely. Nothing's more fundamental to a community's health and well-being than their water supply. And so I think it really should be the #1 priority. The cast iron pipe replacement program needs to be accelerated within all possible parameters, because having attended council meetings, you learn that what the town's been up to, and from what I've seen from what's inside the pipes, flushing and scouring and all the different technology that's available isn't going to deal with the fact that there are stalagmites of deposits hanging inside those pipes, which only break off and wind up in yours and mine drinking water when we flush. And so pouring more resources at this #1 issue, I don't believe could ever be wasted. It is our #1 priority. Manganese in the water turns it brown, and it's been linked to low IQs. It's unacceptable.
Thank you. Bob, do you have anything you'd like to add?
The only thing that I understand is that the water lines or the pipes are going to be relined, and I would imagine that's going to cost us a few dollars. Thank you.
To add?
I think the big thing that everybody has to remember that the people that are at the water treatment plant are all certified by the government. They do know what they're doing. Something as simple as a fire department flushing a line improperly can stir up the sediment that are in the pipe. So you have to remember that too when that's being done.